Game week 6 is getting close. In this video, I'll take a look at my team selection, transfer plans, and updated wildcard draft. And at the end of the video, as always, I take a look at the captain selection ahead of the next game week. So let's have a look. So this is my team ahead of game week 6. I really like the defense this game week. Porro and Van de Ven Spurs double up with Williams. Really good fixture playing against Sunderland at home. In midfield, I have a couple of fires to put out. I have Wirtz as well. He's gone down to 8.2 million. Rodgers as well has not delivered. And I have Elanga in midfield as well. And I have the injured Sarr. So my midfield is not looking good at the moment. But the plan is actually to have Sarr and keep him until he's back from injury, while Elanga, he, as I will mention in the transfer section, he will probably be gone ahead of game week 6. Up front, I have Erling Haaland, Chris Wood, and João Pedro. I don't really like Chris Wood. He did well in game week 1, but hasn't really delivered after game week 1, so he will probably be sold soon as well. But this team, I really like it ahead of game week 6, to be honest. I have 3 free transfers. I will at least make 1, but let's take a look at my transfer options. The transfer I'm really considering ahead of game week 6 is selling Elanga, as mentioned, and NGI. He will probably be his replacement. I can potentially sell Elanga and bring in Mbumo. I can't afford a straight swap from Elanga to Bruno Fernandes. I really like Bruno at the moment. He's the main man for Man United. They have a good fixture in game week 6 playing against Brentford, but I don't want to waste transfers, so I have 3 free transfers at the moment. I will probably just use 1, and this will give me 3 free transfers heading into game week 7. I have a plan of playing my bench boost in game week 8. I have Dubravka in goal. He will have a decent fixture against Leeds. So with the plan to bench boost in game week 8, I would like to have some transfers heading into this game week. So at the moment, Elanga to NGI is what I'm leaning towards. Another transfer I'm considering is to sell Chris Wood to bring in Gyökeres. Arsenal, they have really good fixtures, especially from game week 7, but we take a look at the game week 6 fixtures. Wood and Nottingham Forest, they have a really good fixture at home against Sunderland, while Arsenal and Gyökeres, they actually have a quite tough fixture playing away against Newcastle. So I'll probably just wait and have Chris Wood in my team for game week 6 against Sunderland. I will probably do this move next game week. This means that after the Elanga to NGI transfer, this will be my team. I really like it. It's full of green fixtures. Of course, Wirtz is not 100% nailed. He did not start in game week 5, but hopefully Wirtz can finally deliver against Crystal Palace. I have Rodgers as well. We know that he has blanked together with Watkins every game week, but they have a decent fixture in game week 6 against Fulham, so hopefully this will be the game week where Rodgers finally delivers. He's done well for England. He hasn't really looked that bad, but the FPL points has not been delivered. So Rodgers, Wirtz, I'm not really satisfied with them in my team, but at the moment I will probably just use 1 transfer, Elanga to NGI. So let's have a look at potential captain options for game week 6. So before discussing the potential game week 6 captains, I will quickly run through my updated wildcard team. So in goal, I have Donnarumma at the moment. I had Araya in my first draft, but I made a couple of changes and Donnarumma, he is in. I would like to have 2 players from Arsenal and at least 2 players from Man City. So with this new team, Donnarumma, he is one of the Man City options. On my bench, I still have Dubravka. I think it makes sense having him because he's the only starting 4.0. Let's take a look at defenders. I've gone for value in defense. Senesi, he's 4.8 at the moment. I think that he still is good value at 4.8. Bournemouth, they have good fixtures coming up. And Senesi, he has shown that he is a defensive contribution magnet. So Senesi, he is in. I have Van de Ven as well in a double up with Pedro Porro from Spurs. They have been solid defensively, even though they did not impress in game week 5, but I think that they will continue delivering. So both Van de Ven and Porro is in my team. So on my bench, I have Richards, really good value as well. Crystal Palace have a tough fixture in game week 6, but he will be on my bench. I have a starting 4.0 option as well in Rodon. Could be Goodmanson. I really like both, but at the moment I'm leaning towards Rodon because of defensive contribution points. In midfield, I made a couple of changes. I actually had Cole Palmer in my first draft, but it looks like he will be out for a couple of game weeks, so I made some changes. Saka, he is in. He don't have the best fixture in game week 6 playing against Newcastle, but take a look at Saka's ownership, only selected by 4.5. I can't really remember last time Saka was owned by below 5% of the managers, and he's priced at 9.8, which is a good price for Saka. I have NGI in this team. I had Reinders in my first draft, and this is why I've gone for Donnarumma in goal. So Saka is in and Raya is out. I have sold Reinders as well and brought in Donnarumma. So I still have 2 players from Arsenal, and as we'll see when I take a look at my forwards, I still have 2 players from Man City as well. Up front, I've gone for Erling Haaland. He is in form, really good fixtures for Man City as well. I know that he is yellow flagged at the moment, but I don't really see him miss out in game week 6. So unless we get the confirmation from Pep that he will miss game week 6, he will be in my wildcard team. I'm not really sure if I will go through with my triple captain plan in game week 6. The yellow flag is kind of putting me off, but at the moment I'm actually leaning towards triple captaining Erling Haaland for my own team. And if I were to play my wildcard, he would definitely be in my team. My other forward is Gyökeres. I talked about the fixture when I discussed Saka. Not the best for game week 6. Newcastle, they actually have really good defensive, but Arsenal, they can score against anyone, and they have really good fixtures coming up. The last player in this team is João Pedro, still a good price, 7.8, really high ownership as well, so he is one of the safest options. I think that the fixtures are decent for Chelsea coming up. While Cole Palmer is injured, João Pedro, he is probably second in line for penalties, so I think Enzo Fernandez will take their penalties if he's on the pitch, but I think that if Enzo Fernandez is not playing, João Pedro is probably on penalties for Chelsea. So this would be my game week 6 wildcard team. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think about this team. But let's end the video by taking a look at game week 6 captain options. So in my wildcard team, I would have João Pedro. I have him in my current team as well. And if I'm not captaining Erling Haaland for game week 6, if Pep says something about him being rested because of the back injury, João Pedro will probably be my captain. When we take a look at the stats for Brighton, they haven't kept any clean sheets so far, conceded 7 goals, 7 big chances as well, and they have 14 shots on target. Expected goal of 6.09, which is 16th worst in the league. So Brighton have not impressed defensively, and I think that Chelsea will score a couple of goals against them this weekend. So I don't really have that many captain options picked up this game week because I'm really leaning towards captaining Erling Haaland. He is currently my triple captain. It's active, but he is yellow flagged as mentioned. So if Pep says something about resting Erling Haaland for game week 6, he might be my regular captain, or I will probably change to João Pedro. But it makes sense going for Erling Haaland when we take a look at Burnley's stats. They have actually kept 1 clean sheet, but when we take a closer look at the numbers, Burnley, they are really bad. 5 goals conceded, 11 big chances, 19 shots on target, and they have the worst expected goals conceded in the league with 8.15. So they have actually been a bit lucky, only conceding 5 goals, and I think they will struggle against Man City this weekend. Let me know who will be your captain for game week 6. If you're interested, subscribe to the channel. I will have a live Q&A on Friday night. We'll have a deadline stream on Saturday as well. So if you're interested, go subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Thanks for watching.